on. So we all just trying to get everything on the same system, new systems. The teachers can control some of the temperatures in their room. We're also going to make it all controlled by a control panel that Lenny can just tap into the computer and just do it that way instead of calling out a vendor to readjust something. So it's going to be a big, lot of construction projects going on this summer. And then also, I'm actually looking to do something with the gym floor. Mm. Particularly the high school is in the worst condition.
Our pool at the high school, have we looked into that? Because I know, first off, the technology for that pool is extremely behind, and more importantly, you only have one person who knows what to do with the pool. And I do know that there was, at one point, and I don't think it's ever been, like the resurface or anything like that. But I know it had cracks on the floor, and there was kind of issues with the pool. That hasn't been touched since for a while.
This is the first I'm hearing about it. I do remember repainting the pool about a little over 2 years ago. So we can also can look into that.
So I think we would have to get clarification if we can probably use some of the CARES money to resurface the pool. I don't know if that would fit up under one of our criterias. So the way the CARES Act is written, anything that would improve the student learning, we have to be able, anything that we spend the money on, we have to justify how it's going to improve student learning. So, some things like I had a meeting with the title director, and I was asking him about most of the things that we have on the list, and he agreed, and he said yes, but the pool was not one of them. But we can call him back and see if we can put that on the list. But another one that we didn't talk about was the library, especially the library at Block. It's outdated. It's not. We want it to be a very modern place, and we're going to rename it an innovation hub. We want to have nice sofas where kids can come in, sit, read a book, relax. So with TVs, we want it to look like a really nice media center so the kids can come in and enjoy reading because, of course, we want our kids to read. And the last one that we have so far is curriculum needs. They stated that we can use some of the CARES money to purchase new online resources like Newsela or IXL for the whole entire district as opposed to just the high school and the middle school. And Ms. Goods, I think you said something about Panorama. We mentioned Panorama. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Yeah. So I think we done spent all our $15 million already.
Well, I do have I know we talked again, NSBA, the main thing that they always promote is the arts, and the whole 15-20 minute session for the general session is all um, you know, people doing the singing and the choirs and
Mm-hmm.
this and that. And I know there was a big we haven't upgraded any of our um, art, programs, and um, one of the Magna awards that were awarded to school was literally it was the whole art program where you had children who were doing the flyers for the plays. There, you had people singing. You had all that tied into one. You had web design that was also tied into the design of the structures of the different. And so all that's tied in, and again, not everyone's an athlete, and our city used to excel when it came to the arts, and Dr. Kendrick and that whole thing. And I'm assuming that that also goes into the ESSER where we're able to just educate and build the whole child. And I know it's expensive to buy those um, instruments and all that. And I mean, back in the day, we used to have instruments in the sixth grade, and everyone would play up to um, to the high school. So I people used to be able to read music. I can't tell you how many children could read music. And nowadays, kids are used to being able to do beats at home. Like that's how talented our children are, and maybe possibly giving those opportunities to students. I would love to see if that could fit into this and try to bring something like that to our kids.
So this is just the CARES and the ESSER. So this doesn't even include the anticipated $37 million. We haven't even begun to plan for that one yet because we need to get through with the ESSER. So we'll make sure that we keep that in mind when it comes to the third batch of money, which is,
So
pardon me? Miss Goods is working on our manufacturing program now. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So if you all will come back to Wednesday at the board meeting, our CTE director is doing a presentation on our CTE program. So she's going to highlight what's going on in our CTE program. So if you all can come back to the board meeting next Tuesday, you'll hear about all of our pathways in our CTE program. Mm-hmm.
And then there's a lot of different companies that's waiting to get partnerships in different communities, like the Carpenters Union out there in Maryville. They will train a child, a student, while he's in high school, and by the time he comes out of high school, graduates, he's at $23 an hour. So the unions, carpenters, the electrician, those are all of the different, yeah, those are all the different trades that they're looking for young adults to be trained.
Okay, and right now, that is, I think we've spent all of our 15. Oh, okay, that's okay. And right now, I think we have spent pretty much all of our 15 million, but once again, we're getting more money in. As we get more money in, we will spend more, and we will make sure that we come to you all with our spending plan. So we're enjoying this. So, yes. Well, oh, absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. And so this, once again, this is one-time money. So, we going to make sure that we use our money wisely. Yes, Ms. Randolph. Absolutely. Yep. Hmm. Right. We have a We have a social worker in every building, and last board meeting, the board approved the director of social emotional learning. The director of social emotional learning will be a district level position. This person will oversee all the social workers and the counselors in the district, because we understand that our kids are going to come with some trauma, and we want to make sure we educate that whole child. So yes, in fact, one building or two buildings have two social workers. So yes, every building has a social worker, and the middle school and the high school both each have, 2 social workers, yes. And the middle school also has 2 counselors, and the high school has 4 counselors, so yes. Pardon me? I didn't hear your question. They have a counselor's license. Right, and social workers have a social worker's license. Yeah.
That's right.
Yes.
I have a question regarding the water fountains within the building.
Mhm.
So I know, we still have some, older model water fountains where you have to actually kind of touch and,
Right.
is that part of the thought of changing that? One, two, I know the city's going through the process of, um, replacing pipes with lead. Have we even looked or thought to look into that?
No, not until now, but that's a good idea. Do like touchless, water faucets, touchless water faucets? Yeah, yes. Okay. So that would be the third fund. It would probably have to come from the third fund.
So then it's something we have to continue to get water fountains.
Or we can use the water fountains whenever they say that we can use the actual water fountains.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I did say water.
Right. Mhm.
There was, and I'll try to get you the correct name, Worthy, family or family food something. I know it's orange. Um, no, and it talks about making sure that children don't stay hungry. I'll send you their information because they did actually have some source for, not per se water bottles, but ways to filter water so that they could have water, continuous water supply if needed, not through the water fountain, but just to have water supply. Um, they showed like jugs. So they said that they have a system and then they put it in the jug and you guys could, it's just a pour. Something like that. And I don't know if it's like the cost, but they just showed like a innovative uh what they're doing in the school, basically.
Well, you know what? We're going to have another meeting in May to finalize our CARES Act and ESSER Act funds. And by then, hopefully, we'll have more information on the third COVID-19 Act funds, and we can provide you all with more information. I know this was a lot to take in, but at any time you want to send us an email with more thoughts, or at the next board meeting, drop us a note, let us know that, hey, we thought about this, this is a great idea. Please make sure that, you do that. We welcome your input. As I always say, it takes a village. Nobody in this position can do it alone. Nobody can do it alone. So we thank you for coming out. We welcome your input. And please, let's continue to work together for the positive movement of the district and our students. Amen. Okay.
President, I make a motion for adjournment. I'll second. Yes. Trustee Rodriguez? Yeah. Trustee Gomez? Yes. Trustee Smith? And Chairman Hernandez-Owens?
I was up at 4 in the morning, yeah. And I gotta be up, yeah. And